Attention! July is not just another month sliding by on your calendar. A silent mental revolution is already underway, and most people will experience these next 31 days completely blind to what's actually reshaping their consciousness from the inside out. If you've been feeling like your mind has been operating in thick fog lately, like your usual mental clarity has been scrambled, or like familiar thought processes suddenly feel foreign, this isn't random. Your consciousness is detecting the first waves of July's cognitive revolution. What I'm about to reveal are the 8 master keys that unlock July's hidden mental potential. Think of this month as a cosmic software update for human consciousness, and these keys as your administrator access codes. Without them, you'll experience the glitches, the crashes, the frustrating restarts. With them, you become the programmer of your own mental evolution. Mercury's retrograde through Leo from July 18th, combined with Neptune's first retrograde in Aries since the 19th century, creates a unique mental battlefield where illusion and clarity clash for dominance in your psyche. Your brain is being forced to choose between outdated mental programming and revolutionary new ways of processing reality. Picture your mind as a vast library, where someone has been secretly rearranging all the books while you sleep. The categories you've always used to organize information no longer fit. The reference systems you've relied on suddenly seem inadequate. This cognitive disorientation isn't a malfunction. It's the necessary chaos that precedes a quantum leap in consciousness. Key 1. The dissolution of mental borders. Your mind has been operating within invisible boundaries your entire life. Categories, limitations, assumptions about what's possible that were installed so early, you mistake them for reality itself. July's primary mission is dissolving these mental borders, but this process feels terrifying to a consciousness that has defined itself by its limitations. If you've been experiencing moments where your usual thought patterns suddenly seem arbitrary, where beliefs you've held for years feel flimsy, congratulations. The dissolution has begun. The key to mastering this process lies in understanding that your mind is not losing its structure, it's upgrading its architecture. When old mental frameworks start crumbling, most people panic and try to rebuild the same walls. The awakened approach is to remain present in the openness and watch what wants to naturally emerge. Practice what I call cognitive fluidity. When you notice rigid thinking patterns starting to soften, don't contract back into familiar mental territories. Ask yourself, what becomes possible when I stop defining myself by these mental limitations? Key 2. Discernment in the mental wilderness. As your old mental frameworks dissolve, you enter what ancient traditions called the wilderness of consciousness, a space where thoughts, ideas, and impulses arise without the usual filtering systems you've relied on. Without proper discernment, people in this phase become mental sponges, absorbing every stray thought as if it were their own wisdom. They lose the ability to distinguish between genuine insights and mental noise. The second key is developing conscious curation, the ability to remain open to new mental possibilities while maintaining sovereign choice about what you actually integrate. Before accepting any thought, idea, or belief as truth, pause and ask, where is this coming from? Does this expand my consciousness or contract it? Does this align with my highest vision for who I'm becoming? July is testing your ability to think freely without thinking chaotically, to remain open without becoming ungrounded. Key 3. Rewiring the anxiety response system. If your nervous system has been unusually activated lately, racing thoughts, heightened sensitivity, feeling simultaneously wired and exhausted, you're experiencing what happens when consciousness tries to operate expanded awareness through outdated nervous system programming. Your anxiety isn't personal pathology right now. It's a mismatch between the new frequencies your consciousness is trying to integrate and your nervous system's current capacity to process them. The third key involves consciously supporting your nervous system's adaptation to your evolving consciousness. Your current anxiety response is like an outdated security system triggering false alarms because it doesn't recognize the new energetic signatures as friendly. Instead of fighting the activation, work with it. When you notice anxiety arising, ask, what is my nervous system trying to process right now? What new capacity is it attempting to develop? Try expansion breathing. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 8. But instead of trying to relax, imagine your nervous system expanding to accommodate more aliveness, more sensitivity, more awareness. You're not calming the energy, you're giving it more space to integrate. Key 4. Protecting mental sovereignty in the upgrade. During periods of rapid consciousness evolution, your mental field becomes temporarily more permeable. While this allows for breakthrough insights, it also means you're more susceptible to external mental influences and psychic interference. If you've been noticing thoughts that don't feel like yours, sudden mood shifts that seem to come from nowhere, you're experiencing what happens when your consciousness is upgrading its boundaries rather than maintaining them. The 4th key is learning to maintain mental sovereignty during transformation, protecting your psychological space while remaining open to genuine growth. The awakened approach involves permeable sovereignty, maintaining conscious choice about what enters your mental field while remaining receptive to authentic evolution. Think of it as upgrading from a locked door to an intelligent security system. Start each day by consciously establishing your mental territory through clear intention about who you are, what you value, and what kind of consciousness you're cultivating. When you notice foreign thoughts attempting to establish themselves in your awareness, redirect them back to their source while maintaining your chosen mental frequency. Key 5. Mastering nonlinear consciousness. Your relationship with time is about to fundamentally change this month. The old linear, past, present, future model of consciousness is giving way to vertical time, the ability to access past wisdom, present awareness, and future possibility simultaneously. If you've been experiencing unusual time distortions, minutes feeling like hours, days disappearing in moments, or sudden access to memories that seem to come from outside your normal timeline, you're gaining access to non-linear consciousness. The 5th key involves learning to operate effectively in non-linear time while still functioning in a linear world. Begin each morning by setting an intention not just for what you want to accomplish, but for how you want to experience time itself. Instead of being at the mercy of time, you become its conscious collaborator. When you need to access information from your past, you return to the state of consciousness where that wisdom is alive. When you need to understand consequences of current choices, you sample the future states those choices create. Key 6. Activating multidimensional perception. Your consciousness has been operating primarily in 3-dimensional reality, but July is systematically activating dormant perceptual abilities that allow you to perceive multiple dimensions of reality simultaneously. If you've been experiencing enhanced intuition, prophetic dreams, impossible synchronicities, or sudden knowing about situations you have no logical way of understanding, you're experiencing the activation of dimensional sight. The 6th key involves learning to trust and develop these expanding perceptual abilities while maintaining grounding in practical reality. Begin paying attention to information that comes through channels other than your 5 physical senses. The feeling knowing in your gut, sudden images that flash through your mind, emotional resonance that tells you more than words do. July's cosmic conditions are thinning the veils between dimensions, making it easier for you to perceive the larger reality that physical experience exists within. Develop witness consciousness, the ability to observe all phenomena from neutral awareness, evaluating the quality and validity of information coming through expanded channels. Key 7. Conscious reality collaboration. The most profound secret July is revealing is that reality is not something that happens to you. It's something you're actively co-creating with cosmic forces every moment. If you've been noticing that your thoughts and emotions seem to be manifesting more quickly than usual, or that synchronicities are occurring with impossible frequency, you're experiencing what happens when the veils between consciousness and reality become transparent. The 7th key involves learning to work consciously with the creative forces that shape reality. July's energetic conditions have accelerated the feedback loop between consciousness and manifestation. Your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and expectations are collaborative communications with the creative forces of existence. Begin each day by consciously choosing what you want to co-create. Throughout the day, pay attention to immediate responses from reality to your inner states. When you shift from fear to trust, what changes in your external environment? July is teaching you that you're a conscious participant in an intelligent, responsive process that wants to support your highest development if you learn to collaborate with it skillfully. Key 8. Integration without fragmentation. The most crucial skill July demands is the ability to integrate all these expanding capabilities into a coherent, functional, sustainable way of being. Most people who experience rapid consciousness expansion fragment under the pressure. They become unable to function in ordinary reality or develop spiritual ego that disconnects them from genuine human connection. The 8th key is the final synthesis, integrating elevated consciousness with embodied humanity, cosmic awareness with practical wisdom. If you've been feeling like you're living multiple lives simultaneously, like different aspects of your consciousness are evolving at different rates, you're experiencing the integration challenge that accompanies every major consciousness upgrade. The mastery lies in discovering that you don't have to choose between cosmic consciousness and human functionality. The goal is synthesis, becoming a bridge between dimensions, using your enhanced abilities in service of genuine contribution rather than spiritual escapism. July's ultimate teaching is that true spiritual maturity involves bringing cosmic awareness into earthly service, using expanded consciousness to become more effective rather than more ethereal. The guides speak, your soul's urgent message. In the silence between your thoughts, your higher wisdom has been trying to communicate something crucial about your July journey. The cosmic upgrade occurring this month is preparation for challenges and opportunities approaching in your life path. Ask yourself, what is my soul trying to prepare me for? What gifts is this upgrade meant to activate? The answer that arises from your deepest knowing is intelligence from your soul about your purpose during this lifetime. Activation. Claiming your July mastery. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing at the center of 8 doorways, each representing one of the keys we've explored. See yourself confidently moving through each doorway, not seeking permission, but claiming what's already yours by cosmic right. Feel each capacity fully activating within you. Dissolved mental borders, enhanced discernment, upgraded nervous system, protected sovereignty, non-linear time consciousness, multi-dimensional perception, reality collaboration, and integrated mastery. Speak this activation code. I claim my cosmic inheritance. I activate my multi-dimensional consciousness. I collaborate consciously with the forces of evolution. I am ready for my next level of service. The cosmic schedule accelerates. July is preparation for cosmic events accelerating throughout 2025 that will require humans with expanded consciousness to serve as stabilizing anchors for collective awakening. The consciousness upgrades becoming available this month are necessary survival skills for navigating the rapidly changing world that's emerging. Your July transformation is preparation for planetary service during humanity's most crucial developmental phase. The cosmic intelligence orchestrating these changes chose you to be alive now because your consciousness has capacities that will be desperately needed. Your choice point. As we reach the culmination of this briefing, everything comes down to one question. Are you ready to stop playing small? The old story of yourself based on limitation and powerlessness is no longer sustainable. You can either consciously participate in rewriting your story from victim to co-creator, or the cosmic forces will rewrite it for you through circumstances that force you to remember your true nature. July will not wait for you to feel ready. July will not adjust its intensity to match your comfort level. July is happening now, with or without your conscious participation. But if you choose to dance with these cosmic forces, if you decide to collaborate with evolution rather than fight it, if you commit to using your expanding consciousness in service of love, then July 2025 will become the month everything changed. The 8 keys are in your hands. The doorways are open. The cosmic support is available. The only variable is your willingness to claim the awakened version of yourself that July's transformation is designed to activate. Choose consciousness. Choose courage. Choose the extraordinary version of yourself that July is calling forth. The universe is waiting for your answer. Are you ready to unlock your July? Until our next cosmic briefing, stay alert, stay conscious, and remember, you are not just witnessing humanity's awakening. You are humanity's awakening. Keep your cosmic frequency tuned to transformation, and I'll see you in the next critical transmission that could change everything. This is your July. Make it legendary. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share your insights from today with us in the comments below. Namaste.